Hey everyone, it's your Peacekeeper, and it's time for an epic battle replay involving the USS Missouri, aka the USS Mint. And for those who don't know, the Mighty Mo is the only Tier 9 premium in the game. It is an Iowa-class battleship with radar, which is awesome in so many different ways. And in this match, I'm using this match for a couple of reasons. One, because it's just insane how much money this thing makes, and for those who don't believe, this is going to be with premium, with all the credits, both reducing the repair cost as well as increasing the amount of actual credit gain. All that stuff is thrown on this ship just to see just how much money we get. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know of any other way to really describe it. And if you're not somebody who's big into U.S. battleships, the Iowa and Missouri are both very, very capable ships. They have always been capable ships when played correctly. Unfortunately, some people struggle a little bit with her, and I guess I can understand a little bit why. She's certainly gotten a lot easier to play since the Citadel got lowered to the waterline. That at the waterline Citadel definitely makes this ship so much more fun to play. Now, this map is Shatter, and you can see here it is a Tier 10 fight. There are aircraft carriers, thus making this game legit. However, there's only 2 destroyers per team. Well, this is an unusual game. This is the way games used to be in closed beta with lots and lots and lots. Well, we used to have 2 carriers per side, but whatever. Back in closed beta, we used to have a lot of cruisers and battleships in game, not a whole lot of destroyers. And it made for some very interesting gameplay, a very tight gameplay. You can see here I am currently divisioned up with Spectre Mage and Wormy, or Wormies, I guess. And, yeah. Unfortunately, this game is not a victory, but you'll see why. Yeah, I spoiled it. Okay. Well, anywho, we've got ourselves a Shokaku that seems to think that aircraft are something for lovely Missouris to eat, and because he is getting close, we want to turn in, but he is going after Spectre. He's not going after me. We're gonna... Man, ouch. Ouch. Well, we're going to take out at least one of his aircraft for the treble, and Spectre will survive. Most excellent. Well, since the torpedo bombers are out, we'll just go ahead and focus on those dive bombers and see if we can't help get rid of them. And of course, being a U.S. battleship, that means we have all sorts of anti-aircraft capabilities. Okay, so a quick shootout and load up on the Sakizaki. See if we can't get ourselves one of them so-called normal pens. Yep, nope. Just 2,700 damage with 2 overpens. And hey, we got 2 defend ribbons out of the whole ordeal. Nothing to complain about there, but one interesting thing is we have radar. So if he decides to disappear and we get close enough and someone has an actual range on him, I've got radar. Spectre has radar. Well, our Ron does not, but it's what it is. We got our Charles Martel going broadside. That's a paddling. And a really tight shot grouping, too. Yeah, 15,000 damage. That'll get your attention. Oh, I love the way these ships work. I mean, just in terms of outright AP damage, I mean, it's impressive how much damage you can actually do with it. And more importantly, though, it's... Hopefully we don't lose a teammate there. Anyway, the outright damage capability is quite impressive, and the actual pen angles, yep, those are too. Okay, so we popped our radar, and we're going to once again shoot at Akizaki. Hopefully we can get ourselves some hits. 3 overpens for 4,050. Enough to scare him away. Trying to get everybody to engage him, and so we can get rid of this destroyer right off the bat. Obviously, destroyers are enough of a pesky thing that we definitely want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Now, Chapayev here, presenting a little bit better profile for me to shoot at. We'll see if we can't remove him from this. Ooh, 19,000 damage. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Ooh, aircraft coming in. quick scramble to get going forward again. It's not going to really matter. We got enough time here in the smoke, but hope... Yes! We got 4 of them shot down. And now we got more incoming. 5 of them shot down. The U.S. battleship AA is really quite impressive. I mean, if you're not familiar with that by now and you're watching this channel, for one, welcome to the game. But U.S. battleships and anti-aircraft, especially when facing a down-tiered opponent like I am in this match, very, very, very easy to shoot down lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of aircraft. And the other nice part about this ship is we are relatively stealthy. We're not stealthy enough to be able to sneak through this this gap here without being detected. So we're going to go ahead and come out and start shooting. And still trying to shoot down those torpedo bombers. The more of those aircraft that you can shoot down, the better. For one, they're going after our tear pits there over on the west hand side there. But we definitely want to shoot down as many as possible, because if he runs out of them, that's the primary threat. Dive bombers, not really a threat. So here I am. We're pushing up a little bit here, and the reason for this is quite simple. We need to push up for one. Ooh, three pens there and an over pen, so that should have been pretty decent damage. Definitely don't want to overextend myself to the point where this other North Carolina becomes an issue. So we want to, we definitely want to keep this island between us and this other North Carolina. If he's able to get around our side, that could definitely be a bad day for us. Definitely have to pay attention to the torpedo bombers that are floating around, though. And we got more torpedoes coming in off our right-hand side. Maybe those are friendlies. Those are friendly torps. Awesome. Well, shooting at this North Carolina is a bit laborious. We're not getting a whole lot in the way of pen damage here. He is moving forward. I was hoping he would expose a large portion of his broadside, because then we could punish him, but I don't think that's what he's going to actually do. Up to 54,000 damage. He is presenting enough of a profile here that we can engage, you know, shooting at the superstructure at these angles. About the only way that you're really going to be able to do a whole lot in the way of damage. Akizuki is poking out again. Was really hoping we could get somebody to engage him. We lost Spectre, unfortunately. And down to... Okay, so Akizuki is still there. He's got 323 hit points, so we should be able to kill him. Somebody just needs to land a shell on it and end this madness. Madness. Shooting down aircraft. Meantime, going right back to shooting at the North Carolina, because it's going to be a while before the engines get up. And there we can see we temporarily knocked one out. Not permanently. The Tirpitz is finally within... there goes the Akizuki. The Tirpitz is finally within AA range, my AA range, so I'm able to actually help him. But looking around, not a whole lot going on over here. We do need to pay attention to what's going on at B. There is a Tier 10 battleship that is trying to make us an interesting target, which means we're basically at decision-making time. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive out of this, but we need to be extremely careful on how we do this, because we can lose a whole bunch of hit points. Splitting myself between 3 battleships sucks. There's just no way around that, unfortunately. And we're gonna be forced to give ourselves a broadside to something. I would much rather have the North Carolina, which is currently backing up. Yep, backing up. And our Atago is being a little nutty there, but it is what it is. Okay, so need to definitely start engaging this North Carolina here. Was thinking he was coming a little bit further forward. We can see there we got a non-damaging hit. And down goes our Atago. Well, now we really need to split ourselves evenly between these 2 North Carolinas. We got ourselves a run and us. Gonna shoot at his guns to see if we can't take out his guns. No such luck. We got a normal penetrating hit, but nothing got incapacitated. And unfortunately, he gets 2 citadels. Yup. Just a little bit too much of a profile presented there. And then again, getting normal penetrating hits, but absolutely no joy on actually, you know, doing significant damage. And there's another 10k taken off by Mr. Yudachi Boy. Anyway, back to North Carolina. And again, when it comes to shooting at targets like this, you definitely want to aim at the superstructure. That's the part that's going to present the most damage, like that, 10k. One thing to pay attention to is we still have Mr. Yamato over there, who is going to be a royal pain in the butt if we don't deal with him here pretty soon. So we got North Carolina. Ooh. Yikes. All right, well, final salvo out on the North Carolina and 2,200 damage. This other North Carolina, we're going to angle away from him. And we definitely... Oh, now we're going to go back broadside. Well, we got this island here we can't go turn in just yet. And that should definitely distract this Yamato long enough for us to... Ooh, that was fortunate. If this would have been any other game, like before the Citadel lowering, I would have died already. Just simply put, would have died. And as you can see, the game is not starting to look out terribly good in our favor. In fact, what's happened here is basically the entire Eastern Front has collapsed, and in absolutely no uncertain terms. You know, both of our Montanas, I don't know what the heck they did, where they went, they ended up dying somehow. I don't understand how they did it. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch this, but just so much there, it's really quite annoying. So you can see here, we're going to switch to HE because shooting at the nose of North Carolina does not generally result in a whole lot of damage. You can see here 2,200 damage, not exactly doing a bunch. There's one of our Montanas. Probably would have been nice for him to do something else, but well, it is what it is. Okay, Shimakaze. We're going to quick switch to Shima. See if we can't... Nope. Disappears before we get our final shells out. So let's see if we can't start Mr. Poi on fire. Anything we can do to save this? At this point, it's looking pretty grim. I don't think we're going to be able to save this. Basically, I need this Montana to realize that there are more important targets for him to shoot at, such as the Yamato that is coming in. And yes, fire on the North Carolina. May he burn in peace. Or pieces. Yep. Well, we got a long ways to go before this gets interesting, don't we? Oh, boy. Why did I choose this, right? Well, then you're going to see, because in the next 4 minutes, things are going to go extremely well. Well, as well can be, I guess we'll say. Oh, Yudachi managed to repair before the last bit. Okay, so he's dead. That leaves ourselves with Mr. Yamato. Let's engage him. He's bow on, so we will, use our HE to our advantage. And maybe we can sneak between these torpedoes here. Started them on fire. Looks like we're going to be able to sneak through. Maybe. Yes. All right. So it is now basically this Montana, this Yamato, myself, and our Enterprise left to deal with this. Now the Yamato has repaired, so that means if we engage him again, maybe, just maybe, we can get him on fire. Yes, this is sacrilege, but hey, it is what it is. Trying to get as much damage as possible, but look at what's happening. This Montana is managing to keep his northerly route rather than give the Yamato the benefit of being able to angle to both of us. I'm going to basically make it so that he has to choose between one or the other, and this is going to open him up to a world of hurt. So, yeah. Well, probably should aim that a little bit further back, because he is backing up slightly, but well, we'll start him on fire twice. So now he can switch to our AP. I'm going to, like I said, I'm forcing him to angle between both of us. I was hoping that the Montana would have just stayed going north. Would have probably helped out a lot, but it is what it is. We're going to get close enough to this Yamato that it isn't going to truthfully matter, because he's going to be really in no position to successfully angle against both of us. He's going to have to pick and choose. And he's going to pick the Montana, and I'm going to tell you, that's a paddling. There's 31,000 damage. Oops, Shima. That's a kill you want. And I missed! I missed the double strike! I have nobody to blame but myself. Absolutely no one to blame but myself for that. Oh, man. That's just embarrassing. well, it happens. I mean, there's literally nothing else to say about that, except for now he's dead. So we've got ourselves 2 kills, and we're up to 163,000 damage, and guess what's left? A Neptune. And I wish I wouldn't have burned that radar just so soon. Well, okay. And he manages to... Oh, radar just barely sneaks in there just at the end. Not enough to avoid taking 16k. Woo-wee! And we're up to 197,000 damage. Unfortunately... Oh, he's running. We got ourselves a runner, guys. This is a perfect example of what the Missouri is extremely capable of doing. Chasing down cruisers. Unfortunately, not enough time to really translate this into another dead Neptune. But look at this credit gain. 2.2 million credits. 6,592 XP. Got Confederate. We got ourselves High Caliber and Dreadnought. And 2,143 base XP. I would have placed third on their team. Imagine if we would have won 1.769 million potential damage, and there was the credits and XP screen for you. Anyway, that's my epic battle video in the Missouri, one of my favorite Tier 9 battleships. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.